We gonna try this again. We gonna try this again, y'all. We gonna try this one more time before we move on. Let's drop a poll in the chat right quick. Pause, y'all know what that means, but we gonna get on this. We here. Like the video on your way in. Like the video on your way in. It's about that time. I know I started live earlier, but I did know they had 2 battles after the main event. Ryan Hiller, what up? My dog just finished Bourbon Chiller. Salute, salute. That was faster than I thought. Hey, Chris. Hey, Ryan. Chess versus Swamp. I missed the first 2 rounds for both of them. But second and third, that battle seemed kind of fire. Chiller versus Verb. I had Chiller all 3 rounds, but Verb was rapping, but it wasn't enough to beat Chiller. Cool battles. But I ain't gonna lie. The fact that I had to go back and watch that after the high of RUM, NITTY, and DAYLYT, I didn't really want to do that. You know what I mean? I didn't want to do it. And I know probably somebody had to get up out of there, politics, somebody had to go, maybe something like that. All right. But I didn't want to go back and watch that right now because I was on the high of DAYLYT and RUM, NITTY, and I'm still there. But those was nice battles, and salute to Takeover Battle League for getting us everything they said they was going to give us. Salute. Like the video on your way in. We finna break this down. All of day 2. Y'all ready for all of day 2 or y'all want DAYLYT RUM now? I'm going to give y'all all of day 2. I ain't playing. We here. I'm here tonight. We here. I'm finna get every single bar y'all wanted. But I'm going to tell you right now, the battle of the weekend was Ill Will versus Jada Nightwing. The battle of the weekend. That's what I'm going to tell y'all. Jada Nightwing versus Ill Will was the battle of the weekend, dog. Not gonna lie. I'll never front on y'all about nothing. This was the best battle. Salute to everybody. Like the video on your way in. Let's break it down. Shout out to all my barbarians pulling up. We got every single battle. Yeah, I watched this. Not for no bootleg. I ordered this. I can go rewatch this in the morning, which I will do after school. You get what I'm saying? But, okay, so first battle didn't go down. Salute to everybody. Like the video. Ace I Mean versus Hansel didn't go down today. That was the first thing that kind of hurt. I was like, all right. Hopefully the rest of the battles go smooth. Ace I Mean versus Hansel didn't go down. Boom. But guess what? Every time a battle didn't go down on Takeover Battle League, they had one to back it up that made up for it. Yesterday, we didn't get New Jersey Twerk versus A-War, right? We didn't get that. But what did we get that made up for it? Ab Cortez. Okay, I'll take that. Today, we didn't get who? Ace I Mean versus Hansel. But what did we get? Swamp versus Chess. I'll take it. Takeover Battle League was prepared for backouts. They was prepared for everything. Takeover Battle League, to me, this card lived up to the hype. I will say I think day 1 was a little bit better than day 2 as a whole, but all the way around, fire event with all these battles and everything y'all did. Salute to Takeover Battle League because my $75 was totally worth it. I have no complaints, no arguments, other than I'm here at 9:47. You know what I'm saying? Which I ain't mad at because you know what? It was all worth it, baby. Salute to everybody rocking with their boy. We here. Like the video, though. We got 3 likes and 8 people. Now, I know 5 of y'all can't be haters. 5 of y'all can't. It ain't hating 5 of y'all blood out of hate. That's too many. It ain't supposed to be that many haters in the world. It's supposed to be half and half. Well, you know, it might be 9 out of 10 nowadays. I don't know. Like the video on your way in, man. What we doing? Twerk versus A-Word was gonna be today. And it didn't go down, Fly High. Why didn't it go down? I missed that too. Which one you talking about, Ryan Hiller? Jaden, Twerk versus A-Ward didn't go down because Twerk had a foot problem. The Ace battle didn't go. They didn't say why. For the Ace battle, all I know is before the event started, Hansel had a tweet that said, "Man, ... And I said, no, you're not telling me this. And 2 battles in, they announced Hansel versus Ace won't be going down. All I know is Hansel was in the building, Ace wasn't there. Hansel was in the building, Ace wasn't there. Don't know what happened. Hope all is well with Ace. All right? Now let's move on. The first battle of the night. The first battle of the night, dog, was XL versus Sheet Happens. And I tell you, Sheet Happens elevates every time he touches the microphone. Sheet Happens elevated again. Now let me tell you one thing. XL is nice pin, all that. I had Sheet all 3 rounds. Maybe you can give it a 2-1 if you want to give XL the third, maybe, but technically, I had Sheet Happens walking that down too. All right. Let's jump into DAYLYT versus RUM NITTY. We go back to the battle. DAYLYT versus RUM NITTY, y'all. DAYLYT versus RUM NITTY went down. We finna talk about this. We finna talk about DAYLYT versus RUM NITTY. That's what I want to talk about. Are we cool with talking about DAYLYT versus RUM NITTY now? We can talk about the rest battles after. Can we do that? Let me know. I want to go straight to DAYLYT versus DAYLYT versus RUM NITTY. I'm gonna go right to the because look, Real Sick versus Ilmac is a crazy battle. And we're gonna talk about it. We are. But we gotta talk about RUM NITTY versus DAYLYT first, y'all. All right. So I'm gonna start with RUM NITTY versus DAYLYT, and that's how we doing it. RUM NITTY versus DAYLYT was a battle that the second round almost threw the battle off, but RUM NITTY and DAYLYT made up for it. Well, DAYLYT made up for it because the second round, DAYLYT started rapping. He didn't like people talking in the crowd. He stopped and it threw him off a little bit. He couldn't get it back. That's what I got out of it. His reason was, there was a plan. It was all part of the plan. And that's all it was. Now, third round was DAYLYT's best round. First was a competitive round, but I gave the first to RUM NITTY. I gave the first to RUM NITTY. I gave the second to RUM NITTY clear. And the third I gave to DAYLYT. I gave the third to DAYLYT. Chrisfield, day 2 on. So you gave DAYLYT the first round. Chris, you gave that. Tell me the bar in the first round that you liked. Day wasn't direct enough in the first, and he choked 3 times in the second. The third was fire. I'll take that. She won. I went to the XL, but he lost. Hey, the Goonie strike again. The Ace battle. Dog, it's not. I don't understand. If you like DAYLYT in the first, you a lyrical miracle, like that stuff. It was good rapping, like put together words. But what was about RUM? What stuck versus RUM that made it seem like DAYLYT beat RUM in the first battle? DAYLYT bars were cool and they were put together well, but they weren't about RUM, and it was no major punchlines or nothing stuck. Maybe the first bar he said. Hold on. I could probably tell you the first bar he said. You get what I'm saying? I could probably tell you the first bar that nigga said. DAYLYT, first bar was. No, that wasn't his first bar. He said Minecraft, the whole community was squares. That was crazy. I don't even know if that was in the first. But that was fire. But you can't tell me RUM NITTY won the first round. Hey, look, I argue with y'all all day. We could break the battle down, all that. But you're not going to tell me DAYLYT won the first round versus RUM NITTY. Your preference is off preference. I don't care. Like the video. We got 10 people and 3 likes. Can I get at least half? Can I get 2 more people to like the video? 2 more people? That's what helps get you in the algorithm. It must be all the DAYLYT fans here that don't like me. Is it a DAYLYT fan? I don't know. This right here, Ain't working out. Y'all not telling me DAYLYT won a first round when nothing he said stuck in that first, except for maybe the first bar. Once he started rapping, he was rapping, but it wasn't nothing directed at RUM to make RUM be like, this nigga rapping. It wasn't nothing in that first round that y'all could tell me that DAYLYT said that beats RUM first round. If I go through RUM's bars in the first round, you can't tell me nothing that's beating what RUM NITTY said in the first round. Dog. I tell you, I wouldn't even lie to you, dog. I wouldn't lie to you. That's something I wouldn't do. But we're gonna break it down, okay? Let's get there. Let's get there right now. All right. Now, NITTY, first round. Think this a Street Fighter bonus stage? You gonna kick the bucket. You think this a Street Fighter bonus stage? You gonna kick the bucket? Do you remember Street Fighter with the bucket? Come on. All y'all should know that already. Another one. Bro, be way out there with the safe crackers and so, bro, duh. Bro, be out there with the safe crackers. Safe crackers, living with the safe cracker, like out in the suburbs where the white people live. Bro be out there with the safe crackers, and so do I. Okay, DAYLYT be out there living with the white people. RUM saying, I be out there with the dudes that's robbing the safe. Bro be out there with the safe crackers, and so do I? Come on, dog. We not finna do that. Hey, look, hold on. I stop niggas dead in their tracks like Machiavelli. All right, dog. I stop niggas dead in their tracks like do you remember? I don't need that more, baby. Do you remember when Machiavelli, the artist, did? Come on, man. I should have to explain these bars to y'all. This is not regular. This is not regular. Hold up. We keep going. Light going straight and come out. All right, dog, look. Light go in straight. He was talking about the Puff Daddy, RUM, DAYLYT having the little gay moments he had. Light go in straight, come out rainbow. It's a prism? No! There's no way you could tell me DAYLYT won that first round. I don't care what you're talking about. You can tell me all the lyrical, miracle, put together words you can. DAYLYT can't win that first round with nigga punching like this, dog. Because you can't tell me nothing DAYLYT said that was harder or hotter. And I love DAYLYT, but that shit, that first round wasn't it. It wasn't. I'll take his second round after the stumble more than his first. I'll take DAYLYT's second round with the stumble over the first. The first just seemed like a bunch of put together words that maybe would have hit in a Lux battle. But when you got a nigga telling you that mumbo jumbo gimbal shit not gonna work, and then he come out and punch your head off, we can keep going. We can keep going. They didn't tell, dog. Look, the fact that we got this battle the way we got it and how it happened. In the second round, the way NITTY went off in that first, you can tell DAYLYT was like, damn, this is a little bit different. DAYLYT played with y'all minds with that, oh, it was all part of the plan choking. That wasn't part of no plan. DAYLYT don't plan to choke. When do DAYLYT plan to choke? Tell me that. When do DAYLYT plan to choke? Did Verb battle? Justin Valentine, yeah, he battled. He lost all 3 rounds to Chilla, but he battled. Hey, tell me a nigga that planned to choke and make it part of a plan for a battle. You plan to choke and that's your plan to win the battle? Now, you can tell me, okay, I feel like I won the first. I knew I was going to win the third. This isn't DAYLYT shit. I knew I could win the first. I feel like I won the first. I knew I could win the third. So I was taking the light in the second to make it a battle. That's some DAYLYT shit. I understand he'll say that. DAYLYT is a troll and I don't fall for everything. Maybe some of y'all do, but I don't go for everything DAYLYT say. I don't. I know a troll when I hear one, right? And I know people don't understand that because people be just fans. But DAYLYT can't pull and spin off on y'all. Oh, please believe he gonna go talk about this. He's gonna talk about this. He's gonna say, I feel like I won the first. I was rapping too much for him. So I took it light in the second, and I knew I had a third that he couldn't beat. That's a DAYLYT shit. But guess what? No. Not at all. We not taking that as no motherfucking reason to choke in a battle of this magnitude. $75 for the card. Whole world waiting on this. You ain't battled in fucking since King Bow, which we don't consider a battle. I'm not going for it. And I was hot. I was steaming. When I first seen him call time and play, I said, I'm hot, dog. He just fucked up the footage for a battle that we all been waiting for 2 days for, including the time before the battle. Nigga, this is the main event of the biggest battle this year, of the biggest card this year. We don't want to hear no nigga yelling time. I don't want to hear no nigga yelling time in no round when we've been waiting all year for this battle since it's been announced, paid big money for this battle. I don't want to hear a nigga yelling time and calling it a goddamn strategy. I don't. I'm sorry. And I rock with DAYLYT. He don't rock with me. I'm blocked on Twitter. I don't give a fuck. I tell you one thing. I rock with what you rhyme and how you do your thing. But that second round was some bullshit, DAYLYT. That was bullshit, my nigga. That was bullshit. And that kind of threw off the footage for a fucking amazing battle. It started off going well. I'm like, okay, I know some people they're gonna like DAYLYT's first with the little riggedy rap, biggity back. They're gonna like that shit. All right. But I feel like NITTY cleared that motherfucker. Okay, I'll take it. That second round shit, time, come back, rap, time, couldn't get it. To me, I just feel like you didn't get it. My opinion only. Call it what you want. I'm sorry, DAYLYT. I feel like you just lost that round and you tried to get it back, which you did, but it was already too late. My opinion. NITTY, look. Hey, Ryan Hiller, he fucked up NITTY's legendary performance up. If I was NITTY, I'd be pissed. I was just about to get to that. My thing was NITTY was leaving Earth as an alien should. He was leaving Earth as alien should, and NITTY and DAYLYT threw that off because he wanted to fuck up the footage to where he might have been getting his ass whooped. It could be that. It could be. There's all kind of ways it can go. But I feel like when you see a nigga leaving Earth on you like that, and you don't know if you can keep up, you got to do something. And I'm not against DAYLYT, dog. I feel like DAYLYT, that third round was fucking incredible. That third round was remarkable. Fire. Gave you that third. And NITTY had a fire third round. I still gave DAYLYT that third round. But guess what? The first two, I didn't give you, DAYLYT. I couldn't give them to you. Definitely wasn't giving you the second. And I feel like the first, NITTY left Earth so much, there's no way I can give you that first because I don't remember nothing you said in the first. You had a bunch of scheming, rhyming patterns that words were well put together, but I don't remember nothing you said in the first. DAYLYT, I don't. Hey, Ryan Hiller, salute to that. Just incredible. What up, Bumper? You can't mention God tier battle rappers and not include RUM. He clipped DAYLYT, B-Lux. Now we need Mook to stop ducking. Just incredible. Talk that shit. Everything you said was just incredible. It was. Y'all can't. I got NITTY winning versus DAYLYT 2-1, first and second. First and second. I got him winning versus Lux, first and second. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying is, Mook, you better come outside for RUM NITTY. Mook, don't run from RUM NITTY, nigga. I still think he lost to Lux. You can say that's all good. Money going to have blood down 3-0. Hey, I had NITTY winning this battle clear. DAYLYT had to do it. I'm glad. I wish DAYLYT had. I wish DAYLYT had another one of those thirds. Now I don't know if his second was as good as his third because of how it was spit and how it was broke down. So I don't know. But to me, if you're gonna battle with RUM NITTY in a battle of this magnitude, you needed two of those thirds. You needed 2 of those thirds, DAYLYT. We didn't get that. I didn't get that, in my opinion. Second could have been close, but you threw that off. First, I'm just not gonna lie to y'all. The first just wasn't hitting to me, dog. I listened to that shit thoroughly, and I'm like, I'm not feeling this first. I'm not feeling it, dog. From DAYLYT, it was cool. It was good rapping, but it wasn't a, I'm about to whoop this nigga ass. I'm about to fuck RUM NITTY up. Remember what he said in that Face Off? I'm about to change. I'm about to take battle rap and break it down and build it back up. Remember that shit? I didn't get that from this battle. I didn't get that from this battle. And I ain't got nothing against DAYLYT personally at all. I have nothing against DAYLYT, not whatsoever, dog. No reason to hate or talk crazy. And then I just didn't get that from this battle, DAYLYT. You showed what you can do. You showed glimpses in that motherfucker, but you didn't do it all the way through. Like the Tay-Rock performance is still the top performance we're going to remember from you. We're not going to remember this as your top performance, DAYLYT. This is not a reshifting the game type performance from DAYLYT, in my opinion, dog. Now, we can talk some DAYLYT bars. We're going to talk some DAYLYT bars. Look, I got some DAYLYT bars for y'all. Look. Okay, let's go. Let's go to the DAYLYT bars. Okay, look. They didn't tell you creators have creators. Show you the difference between an alien and a god. That's fire. They didn't tell you creators have creators. That's the difference between an alien and a god. Because you know, the people down here, we get taught creators have creators. Aliens don't get taught that. They think they're the most high. DAYLYT, fire. I just needed it all 3 rounds, motherfucker. That's all I'm saying. Now look, hold on. Another DAYLYT bar. Minecraft, the whole community was squares. Simple bar, but I would have never thought about that. I don't even play Minecraft, so I wouldn't think about it. But Minecraft, the whole community was squares. That's fire. Just simple, but fire, DAYLYT. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna be surprised they bring you back like, oh, that was NITTY. I got a lot of NITTY bars, though. Hold on. Just because you don't understand don't mean he not dying. DAYLYT, we wanted that for 3 rounds. Like you gave Tay-Rock, we wanted that for 3 rounds. I don't think you gave NITTY what you gave Tay-Rock. I don't think you did, dog. Just because he don't understand don't mean he not dying. Like, you know what that means to so many people, like with kids with cancer and their parents and stuff like that, with uncles going through, like, you know, certain diseases and shit like that, dying, natural causes. You know how many kids don't understand but be dying? That shit is fire, DAYLYT. I rock with that shit. It just wasn't consistent with the face-off you said, the promo, it wasn't consistent with that for me. But you did your shit. I've never played Minecraft. I don't understand that shit. Bump, do you think NITTY had better shit for a day than he did for Lux? I can say yeah, and you know why? I feel like he elevated from the Lux. He got better from the Lux battle. He learned from the Lux battle. I feel like he had better material consistently all the way through for this battle. That Lux battle taught, like, when you battle Loaded Lux, you have no choice but to learn. You see how many of the culture got Loaded Lux winning that battle? Just many got NITTY winning, but I'm saying, when you battle a Loaded Lux and the whole culture like, woo, and you get to really breaking it down, seeing his bars, you're like, damn, he really was, you know what I mean? You don't see it at first. You got to break Lux shit down. NITTY learned a lot from that Lux battle, and it transferred over to this DAYLYT battle. And I feel like he had heavier punches more consistently with this nigga than he kind of had with Lux. And he still beat Lux, in my opinion. So I don't know. It just seemed like RUM NITTY learned a lot from this that Lux battle, and it transferred over to this battle. And I don't know who the fuck think they gonna beat. I don't know if, hey, look, Mook. All right, Mook. All right, Mook. All right, dog. All I'm gonna say, Mook. All right. We can talk to Hitman right now. Don't even think about NITTY. Focus on Hitman. Because NITTY's a different animal. Right now, I think NITTY has Nitty might have just solidified himself as the #1 nigga on the West Coast in battle rap. Did Nitty look before tonight? You could have been like Geechee a little something. You could have been like DAYLYT, still riding off that Tay-Rock high. Right now, Nitty might have just solidified himself as the #1 nigga on the West Coast as we speak in battle rap. That's over Geechee. That's over Danny Myers. That's over DAYLYT. That's over every nigga you could think of rapping out here right now. Thesaurus, Illmax. Nitty just solidified himself to me as the #1 nigga on the West Coast. Now, not only that, I'm going to say something y'all might not agree with. Y'all might not agree with this shit. Who you know beats a Loaded Lux and a DAYLYT in the same year or the same, 12 months? Who can arguably say also, you can say he beat Geechee Gotti. They had a great battle. You can argue Geechee, but you can say he beat Geechee Gotti too. Geechee Gotti beat Lux and Mook. Fire. RUM beat DAYLYT, Lux, and arguably Geechee. Nigga, what? Arguably, not saying that, arguably. But RUM can say he beat all three of them niggas. RUM can say he beat Danny Myers. I had Danny Myers winning right back, but RUM can say he beat Danny Myers too. He can say he beat the top niggas on the East, except for Mook, and the top niggas on the West. Does that make him the best battler in the world? He can say he beat K-Shine. Then he can say he beat Tay-Rock. Sue Surf. Nitty can say he beat all these niggas, man. Who the fuck is better than Nitty right now? Who's better than RUM Nitty today? Who's better than RUM Nitty right now as we speak? Somebody tell me. Something like that? You know what's up. Boy, I ain't look, as of today, I ain't looking forward to it, nigga. I ain't backing down, but nigga, as of today, shit, that nigga was rapping. I definitely get up in there and do what I do, but I'm just saying, we ain't talking about me right now. This nigga RUM Nitty, I don't give a fuck what y'all talking about. I don't care. I don't care. When you put a Mount Rushmore in battle rap, I don't care. It's going to be really strange and weird to me as of right now to not put Nitty in that Mount Rushmore, dog. It's going to be really fucking strange. He beat Loaded Lux. To me, he beat Geechee Gotti. You can say he did, even though you go either way. Didn't RUM battle Verb. He beat Verb too. Did he battle Verb? No, I don't think he battled Verb. He didn't battle Verb yet. But he'll beat Verb. We know that. I don't think it's nobody beating RUM Nitty right now, dog. I don't see nobody beating the RUM Nitty. I think RUM Nitty might just solidify himself as the best bet. Like New Jersey Twerk on 10. Okay, I get that to y'all. I get that. But they battled and had a great battle. RUM Nitty can say he battled the best in the world all the time, except for Mook. He can say he battled the best in the world, dog, and won. And right now, you can say he beat a DAYLYT that literally was on his shit, but I just don't think it was enough. Abysmal. RUM's writing has all the best facets of everything we do in battle rap, and him having the craziest hate makers just makes it even more prevalent. Abysmal. Dog. I'm not going to lie, man. Look, that first 2 rounds from RUM Nitty and what we got from DAYLYT, I had RUM Nitty clear. If DAYLYT didn't have the third he had, we might have been talking about DAYLYT body bag. Hear me again. If DAYLYT didn't have the third round that he had, we could have been talking RUM NITTY body bag. Am I tripping? Somebody let me know if I'm tripping. RUM NITTY jab. You gotta find it yourself to get out like a sauce scene. Oh my God, Ryan! Duh! Hey, Ryan, he said, what'd he say? You put it in, but you can't go back like a drawstring? You went too far and you can't pull back like a drawstring? That was the jab? That was the jab? This nigga said 3 haymakers and then gave you an overhand haymaker. Them 3 first, them was haymakers to regular battle rappers. What Ryan just put right there, you gotta find it in yourself to get out like a sauce scene. That is a haymaker for a regular battle rapper. You done went too far and can't go back and can't come back like a drawstring. That is a haymaker for a regular nigga. That is a jab for a nigga like RUM NITTY, man. That shit ain't regular. RUM NITTY is not a regular. He's an alien, and he shows it time and time again. Now, you got fans that love their favorite battle rappers who he goes against. They're going to rock with them regardless, as long as they get out some material. But if we really breaking it all the way down, dog, RUM NITTY be whooping on these niggas, man. He be whooping on these niggas, man. And I can't even front on y'all. That third round saved DAYLYT's life tonight. He would have had to go explain to his TD homies and all them and what the fuck happened if he didn't have that third in the tuck. If he didn't have that third in the tuck, we'd have been talking about DAYLYT for maybe a body. That's all I'm saying, dog. I'm not going to. I know y'all say DAYLYT don't get body. You can say all that stuff, but nigga, we really don't. You really can't tell me without that third, that battle was looking mighty far-fetched and gone. It was gone. That battle was gone, man. I'm glad DAYLYT had that in the tuck. Pause if you want to. I'm glad DAYLYT had a third round like that because we'd have been mad as hell. Do you know if DAYLYT had a round like his first or his second, like he choked, or his first was just a bunch of mumbly, that it was really going to be like, we'd all be happy to talk about this battle right now? You think we'll be happy to be up here recapping this shit? You think the real recappers who really get paid for like they fucking content would have been happy to recap DAYLYT getting his ass whooped? It would have been with, I mean, only certain people that got their money still, but I'm saying like this, a lot of people are mad. I ain't getting no money off this recap. I don't get money off recaps. I do it because I have fun with them. Because I like battle rap. You know what I'm saying? I like talk about this shit. I like fucking with it. But I don't get money off my recaps and shit. Like I don't even get money off my regular content like that. You feel what I'm saying? I do this shit because I have fun. I like talking this shit. So if I didn't have to talk about what to talk about with RUM NITTY and DAYLYT, it wouldn't even be going down right now. I'd be mad. I would have went to sleep. I wouldn't even have came and talked to you niggas. If DAYLYT wouldn't have had that third round, I probably would have recapped this shit tomorrow. That's how mad I would have been. I would have recapped this shit tomorrow, dog. I would have been like, fuck this whole battle. Fuck this whole event right now. You know what I'm saying? Even though I rocked the whole event, I would have been mad if DAYLYT didn't have that third round. I would have been hot. Thank the Lord he had that third round and made this an interesting battle to talk about. Because now you got people saying 2-1 DAYLYT. Like somebody in this chat. 2-1 DAYLYT, they said. I don't see how y'all give DAYLYT the first. I don't know how you give DAYLYT the first. Look, hold on. I don't know how you give DAYLYT the first when you had NITTY saying shit like, thinking this a Street Fighter bonus stage, you gonna kick the bucket? Tell me something DAYLYT said hotter than this first. Tell me something DAYLYT said hotter than this. Bro be way out there with the safe crackers. And so do I. What did DAYLYT say harder than his first, dog? Tell me the truth. I don't mind hearing it. Just tell me. I stopped niggas dead in their tracks like Machiavelli. Machiavelli was alive and died, well, faked his death. He was still in his tracks, which means he was still walking when he faked his death. I stopped niggas dead in their tracks like Machiavelli. Do y'all realize what the fuck Nitty was saying, dog? And you telling me DAYLYT had a better first than that? Some people to me in battle rap, their tunnel vision might be a little bit too tunnel. Some of y'all tunnel vision be too tunnel. Because we got to break down the setups, the punches, the everything about the round. You can rap a bunch of words that rhyme in a good sequence, but is it really beating the shit out of the person you're talking to? I don't know, dog. Name something crazy that DAYLYT said that affected RUM in the first round. Besides maybe that first 1 or 2 bars, the very first 1 or 2 bars. Besides that, tell me something DAYLYT said in that whole first round that was like, oh, that was fucking RUM up. I don't think you can. I don't think you can, dog. I think it's a 3-0 still, but if you want to argue DAYLYT won the third, I'll just let you have it. First 2 rounds aren't up for the debate. Ryan Hiller, I'll take that. Like I said, I'll give DAYLYT the third. DAYLYT snapped in that third. We needed that. But you're not telling me he won the first 2 rounds. We're going to argue that shit all day long. We're going to break it down round, and I don't think you're going to win that debate. You know what I mean? Now, look, DAYLYT, Minecraft, whole community was squares. Fire. Hold on. NITTY, for your information, light going through it. For your information, light going through it. Fiber optic. For your information, light going through it. Fiber optic. Come on, dog. Look. Light was turned on by Puff like a vape pen? No! I don't care. I don't care. You're not telling me DAYLYT said something harder than that the first, second round. No, you're not telling me that. He was talking about DAYLYT, talking about when he wanted to hit Puff Daddy. This nigga said, light turned on by Puff like a vape pen? That's like the most elite level shit you could have broke down with him and the shit he said with Puff. Everybody talks about the shit he said with Puff, but that right there was the most elite way you could have fucking put it, dog. The fiber optic bar I didn't even catch, bump. Dog. What? What? I don't know. For your information, light going through it, fiber optic? All right, dog. All right, look. Hold on. NITTY. Only one drop a nigga like Vixen the Assassin. What? Only one drop a nigga like Vixen the Assassin with the you know the half mixed parents, and she only got like a little bit drop a nigga. Only one drop a nigga like Vixen the Assassin? All right, dog. All right, look. Hold on. Now, DAYLYT, just because you don't understand don't mean he not dying. Fire. Look, RUM was the Aryan plot to cause mass hysteria. DAYLYT, where the fuck was this in the first and second round? RUM was the Aryan plot to cause mass hysteria. Remember the liquor trade? Back in the day when niggas was running liquor illegally? Crazy. I just wanted that shit for 3 rounds from Light because that's who the fuck he is. That's all I'm saying. All right. Now look. Hold on, dog. Look. DAYLYT. One thing I got for RUM. DAYLYT. One thing I got for RUM is a double barrel. Fire. Back in the day, RUM came in the barrels, the big old wooden barrels. One thing I got for RUM is a double barrel. Fire! I need more of that. DAYLYT, if you did it too fucking late, in my opinion, dog. Look, DAYLYT, spin rum with the K. I murk niggas? Hold on. Listen to me. This is DAYLYT at its finest. Spin rum with the K. When you turn rum around, spin rum with the K. I murk niggas. When you spin rum and add a K, it's murk. Spin rum with the K, I murk niggas? The nigga who don't like gun bars got some of the craziest gun bars. Bam, bam, is all I'm saying. The nigga that don't like gun bars got some of the craziest gun bars, is all I'm saying. Spin rum with the K, I murk niggas? That shit is fucking fire, dog. And that's what I needed from DAYLYT from all 3 rounds, is all I'm saying. Look, another DAYLYT bar. I would have took the Lux nigga, but the gray be goose. Loaded Lux was right there standing on DAYLYT's side. He was right there. I would have took the Lux nigga, but the gray be goose. Gray Lux hoodie. Goose be ducking. Come on, dog. That shit is fucking elite. Is all I'm saying is we wanted that shit for the first 2 all the way through, dog. You might even have that in a second, but all that time shit, it kind of threw everything off. And I don't think I caught everything in a second after that because I was kind of upset and I had to catch back on. But nigga, come on, dog. Come on, dog. I would have took the Lux nigga, but the gray beat goose? We're not going to keep doing that. We're not going to keep doing that, dog. Overall, I still got my $75 worth with all the battles I got this weekend. From day 1 to day 2, we had some great battles, great footage. Not complaining about my money. You know what I'm saying? Duran, what up, dog? I'm not complaining about my money, about that event. I'm talking about I ain't claiming. I'm happy as fuck about my money and what it's spent on, and I enjoyed. I'm going to rewatch a lot of these battles, do that this week. But I'll tell you one thing. DAYLYT versus RUM NITTY. RUM NITTY showed you guys why you can't argue that he's the best battler in the world. You can't tell me that RUM NITTY can't compete with any nigga in this entire motherfucking battle rap universe. RUM NITTY can beat any one of these niggas, dog, when he's on 10, and I don't care what nobody say. That nigga just proved tonight. When you go in there and do that to a DAYLYT that seemed like a little rattle within the first 2 rounds, that RUM NITTY spit. He seemed a little bit wrapped, y'all. Just a little bit. And that second threw him off a little bit. So, with all that being said, I had RUM NITTY 2-1, first and second clear. DAYLYT with the third edge. DAYLYT didn't clear. He had a good round. He won that third, but he didn't clear it. I don't think he cleared it, but he won that round. I don't know if he cleared it, but he did his shit. But all in all, great fucking event, dog. Now let's break down these other battles. All right. We talked about RUM NITTY versus. Y'all got questions? Drop them in the chat. Like the video on your way. Drop them in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Fire. First watch, I would say RUM 2-1, but I believe second watch will be different, low key. Hey, Tron, I hear you on that. Now, only thing can be different, I feel like, Tron 1000, is if something in the first change. I don't think there's no way you can give DAYLYT the second with the time stuff and the, oh no, I'm good. I don't think you give DAYLYT the second at all. I think that's just RUM NITTY clear. And I think a lot of people are going to say DAYLYT third clear. So it's all going to come down to the first, in my opinion. And I think it's going to be hard for you to show me more hotter shit in the first with DAYLYT than RUM. You can't show me a more hotter shit in that first that DAYLYT got than RUM. That's the only thing to me. I'm going to go watch everybody recap. Butterfly, 3 Letterman, you know what I'm talking about? I'm going to Spaces. I'm hearing Tati and Doc Rowe and Spills and all the recap. I'm listening to everybody. I want to hear what everybody got to say. Get your bars up, media. Smoke Kings. I want to hear what everybody got to say. Let's talk battle rap. You know what I'm talking about? MBS. I want to hear what everybody got to say. Because I got to hear what y'all got to say. I ain't worried about the second round. I ain't worried about the third round. But I want to hear that first. I want to hear what everybody say about that first. Because I need to hear somebody break down the first to me to where I'm feeling like, okay, yeah, I see what you're saying now. Because I didn't see it. I didn't hear it in that first from DAYLYT. I did not. Can't give Day the first, and I don't think you realistically give Day the third. The second is OBB chalked. I don't think you could just definitively give him the first. I don't think you can. I don't think you could definitively give him the third. I don't. I think we're arguing the third round. I think we're arguing a gentleman's 30. We're arguing a gentleman's 30. Are y'all hearing me? This is what we're arguing. Technically broken down. I don't care what nobody say. I'm finna go watch all the recaps. I even know how a lot of niggas recap because I've watched them for so long. You're not gonna, ain't be too many gonna say that DAYLYT won that first round. It's not gonna be a lot of people saying it. It's not. It's not gonna be a lot of people saying DAYLYT won the third. Only people that's trying to save the battle and save face for it to make it more watchable. Technically, and nobody better not give him that second. Because if somebody give him the second, then we just dealing with somebody that's just DAYLYT bias. We're debating a gentleman's 30, dog. We're debating a gentleman's 30. Okay? I wouldn't lie to y'all. If y'all think I'm lying, then you just don't respect my opinion. I've never came up here and just fronted on y'all and just told y'all any old thing or some bullshit. I never have, dog. All right? Okay. All right. Now let's get to these other battles. Because we had some fire battles here today, dog. Like, nigga, real sick. If it wasn't for RUM, what RUM NITTY did tonight, real sick stole performance of the weekend versus ILMAC. It's not Gentleman's 30. DAYLYT clearly won the third round. Talk to him, Trevor. I feel that. Danny was on fire today. Yes, he was. Sick was crazy. Sick went fucking stupid. If you tell me Sick is not top tier, I can't believe what you're talking about when it comes to writing, lyricism, and performing. Maybe not his numbers that y'all looking for. He's an app guy. You're an app guy. He probably got those numbers. But battling Sick is top tier, dog. I don't care what nobody say. He made an example out of fucking ILMAC. He made an example out of ILMAC. Some people had ILMAC beating RUM NITTY. Real Sick went in there and made an example out of ILMAC, dog. And ILMAC was fire. Real Sick was so much more fire that he won every single round versus ILMAC, dog. At a high level. It seemed like ILMAC was getting bodied for a minute until he got started rapping and getting us in his rounds and hearing what he got to say. I was like, all right. He not dying like that. But he on the deathbed. Real Sick had ILMAC on the deathbed, dog. Like, it really got kind of, for me, it got kind of dark. For ILMAC, I'm a West Coast nigga. I'm not going to lie to y'all. ILMAC is a West nigga. It got dark for ILMAC tonight, dog. It got very dark. ILMAC knew it. He was expressing it as Real Sick was rapping. You can tell he was looking like this motherfucker wigging on me. The way Real Sick broke down ILMAC being Indian and Mexican and not riding with his heritage was fucking phenomenal. Phenomenal, dog. Like, he did what you're supposed to do when you battle somebody like ILMAC and you have to really go zone in. Real Sick is a top tier battle rapper in the world. And I don't care what nobody say. Real Sick is arguably out of his class. All right, look. You remember in COVID 2020 and some of that? They had the Ultimate Madness tournament. They had Fonz and the Holmesies and all that. All them niggas doing their shit, right? But right now, True Foes, J2s, all them. Which one of them niggas is better than Real Sick, dog? Which one of them niggas in that class is better than Real Sick right now? Is all I'm saying, man. The dude, we finna talk about some of these bars. We're gonna talk about some of these bars. We're gonna break it down. I'm breaking it down to y'all. I got a lot of bars on that battle, too. I got a lot of bars on that battle, okay? Here we go. This nigga Real Sick said, I'll send him to Steve Jobs. Mac about to meet his maker? I'll send him to Steve Jobs, who is dead, the owner of Mac. Mac about to meet his maker? Nigga, what? What? Come on, dog. We not finna act like that ain't a fucking... Hold on. Another Real Sick battle. Real Sick bar. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes, like the Special Olympics. I'm trying to relax, y'all. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes, like the Special Olympics, my nigga. If that ain't a bar, I don't know what is. I can't tell you. If you don't understand that shit, you don't understand shit else. Hold on. Let's keep going. Real Sick. You got pat stay on your leg, but beg the culture for a pat on the back? I guess Mac got Pat Stay's face tatted on his leg, his calf. You know what I'm saying? He said Mac always asked for respect for what he does, for his ketchup and mustard battles and all. He always want respect for it. You got pat stay on your leg, but beg the culture for a pat on your back? What the fuck, dog? Hold on. I'm not even done. Dog. All right. Let's jump to Mac right quick. Because I ain't going to act like Mac wasn't rapping. When I pick sick in the head, that's my insanity plea. Pick sick in the head. You know when you go to court, but you pick like you sick. You did something because you sick in the head and you plead insanity. I pick sick in the head. That's my insanity plea. Fire. All right? Fire. Look, Real Sick is losing his mind. Mac need a brazy second round not to lose this battle. That was my tweet. That was my tweet at the Real Sick's first. Real Sick said to Ill, you want to switch your second and third? Mac said, I thought about it. Now look, when Real Sick rapped his second and Mac was about to go, Real Sick said to Mac, you thinking about switching your second and third now? When you tell a nigga that, that means you on this nigga head. Mac said, I was thinking about it. He told the truth. That's how bad Real Sick was wigging. Mac was thinking about switching his rounds around in his head, his rounds around, because this is how bad Real Sick was whooping this nigga ass right now, man. And then he said it to him and he admitted it. Shout out to Mac for being a real nigga and expecting him, or real Indian or whatever, real Mexican, you know what I mean? For explaining what I thought about it. That's how bad the nigga was doing this. Come on, dog. We not going to play. Real Sick was really up in this nigga surgical. Up in this battle, surgical versus Mac. All right, let me go somewhere else. Hold on. Mac, you just got married and already flirting with death. Mac, fire. Real Sick just got married. He also played the virgin role with Mac. He was saying Real Sick is a virgin because where he's from, his beliefs, they can't have sex before they get married. So they're saying, Real Sick just got married recently. He like, niggas think been a virgin the whole time and y'all didn't even know it. That's why he's so buff. Nigga had all that energy. I said, Mac, talk to this nigga. Mac had the jokes. It just wasn't enough rapping. Real Sick was just out rapping this nigga, man. But let's keep going. Hey, look. You told me I'm the reason you sick. That's why my patient zero. When the patient on zero sick, patient zero, you told me I'm the reason you sick, patient zero. Mac was rapping, dog. This was a good Mac. He just lost to a great Real Sick. This is a good Mac, dog. A lot of niggas wouldn't have beat that Mac. Real Sick smoked that Mac. All right, let's go. Let's keep going. Look, let me tell you something. Patient zero starts the sickness. Get what I'm saying? What's up, Bumpy? I like the jersey. We third seed. Kendrick, Minnesota got to go home, nigga. Lakers in 5. Let's get back to it. My bad. Shout out my nigga Kendrick. Hey, Let me tell you this real sick bar that nobody really caught, but when I posted it, you had Battle Rap Trap and a few other people like, oh shit, I didn't even catch that. Check this out. Real sick bar. Because you remember how Ilmac won the Scribble Jam freestyle contest, right? You remember that shit. And you remember, I don't know if everybody knew, you remember that viral cartoon clip of Mustard and Ketchup battling each other that was on Instagram and everywhere. Do you remember that? Well, Ilmac was behind both of those. Now check out the bar. Just Scribble, Jam, Ketchup, and Mustard. Sound like a grocery list? Come on, man. Just Scribble, Jam, Ketchup, and Mustard. When you scribble, jam, ketchup, and mustard, it's a grocery list? Because he won Scribble. All you known for is Scribble, Jam, Ketchup, and Mustard, like a grocery list? Nigga, what? Are we really talking like this ain't fire? He's breaking this man down with facts. Real Sick went to work with that one, dog. Look. Hold on. Real Sick said also, all our legends gotta die to get the credit they deserve. Now, you know, Ilmac is a legend from the West Coast. He's a legend. Real Sick was talking to the nigga so tough, he said, nigga, all our legends gotta die. He's saying, nigga, the only way you're gonna get the credit you deserve is if I kill you right now. And that's what he was doing. He was breaking this nigga down, telling him all his achievements, but killing him as he does it and breaking it down. Real Sick was so surgical with this battle, dog. I don't think I've ever seen Ilmac go through that kind of, I don't know. I don't think I've seen Ilmac go through that kind of loss. Like, throughout the battle, watching it. Like, he snapped in that third. You know, Ilmac was created third. You could debate third. But Real Sick was up 2-0 clear throughout that whole battle and talked to this nigga. I don't know. Sharon body Ilmac. Okay. There we go. Was it worse than this, Ryan? Was it worse than this? Let me know. All right. But all I'm saying is, this was different, dog. Look. Let me tell you something else. I had Real Sick all 3 rounds. The third is the closest round, but Real Sick pen is top tier. Fuck y'all numbers. That was the last tweet I made to it. On the same level, okay. Conceded beat Ilmac too. Oh, so Ilmac didn't. Oh shit, man! I gotta catch up on some Ilmac battles, huh? I think it'll be 3 times like this. This bad? I had Real Sick all 3 rounds. Ilmac was good in his third round. He wasn't bad as other 2, but he wasn't winning this battle in their shape, fashion, or form. No time throughout this battle. At all. Ilmac never had control. He was fighting back. He was barely hanging on for life majority of this battle, dog. It was just the third round was his best round, and his first 2 was full of like buff jokes, marriage jokes, virgin jokes, and not really a whole lot of just attack rapping. Hey, I was just about to say that. That's crazy. Ryan, that's why you my guy. You can't make that many jokes when somebody is whooping your ass. You can't. When Ilmac started his second round, I'm going to tell you another thing Real Sick did smart. He went first, snatched the momentum. Made Ilmac have to fight back, fight energy, similar to what I did in my battle that's dropping soon. Real Sick took momentum from the gate and made Ilmac have to fight back the whole battle. He never recovered from Real Sick's first round. Ilmac never recovered from Real Sick's first round, and he fought back throughout the entire battle. But he never fought back enough to get back in it. If you know you got a strategy, something that's fire, something that's better than the other person, something the other person can't match, and you go first at a high level, you can win a lot of your battles like that because it's hard for people to recover and fight back to that shit. And I learned that in my last battle, dog. I'm telling you, Real Sick had a great strategy. And when I show y'all my battle, it's going to kind of look like this. It's going to look like this. All right? I'm just going to tell you, it's going to look like this. It's going to look like this. This strategy Real Sick had from the gate and throughout the battle, masterfully planned, masterfully executed, dog. Masterfully. Okay? Real Sick massively executed his body, and he said, I did this to show that I'm here, establish myself. Real Sick is established. Mac chose Sick to go first. I wonder if Sick changed rounds. If you in the battle rap, you better get off first and maintain. And look, especially, hey, Kendrick, especially if you got an attribute that the other battler can't match. If that nigga can't match your energy, use that to your advantage. If you feel like your punches is heavier, use to your advantage. Whatever you got in your performance, use to your advantage. And make a nigga fight back out the gate. That's a great thing right there. And that's what I think my nigga Real Sick did tonight. Salute to him. Real Sick 3-0. Now we got to get to something else right quick, though. We got to talk about this. We got to talk about Jada Nightwing versus Ill Will, y'all. We got to, because this battle was fucking crazy, okay? This battle right here was the best battle on the card the entire weekend, and we got like 30 battles. We got 30 battles this weekend, and the best battle was Jada Nightwing versus Ill Will, which a few of us, like me, and a few people in my chat said was going to be the best battle. When we seen the matchup on paper, we immediately said, that's it. That battle lived up to every single bit of the hype it was worth, dog. Jada Nightwing versus Ill Will is a battle that if I wasn't broke down tired after this event and this recap, I would go watch that battle again right now. But I ain't gonna make it. It's been a long day. But that battle right there, nigga, tell you now, this is a battle that's a must watch, and I feel like it's battle of the year. No, it's battle of the year right now. I don't know what battle happened this year that's better than that. I'm pretty sure we've had some, but ain't no battle better than Jada Nightwing versus Ill Will in battle rap in 2025, y'all. There's not a battle better than battle in battle rap than Jada Nightwing versus Ill Will in 2025. There is not one. I also thought the best round of the weekend was in this battle, but I won't give up a round or who had it. Hey, Ryan, we ain't afraid to say it. Everybody feel like Ill Will's third round was the best round of that battle. And I think Ill Will needed that third round. He didn't need it like that, but if he wanted to have a strong point of saying he won the battle, if he wanted to have a strong argument of saying, I won that battle, he needed a third like that. Ill Will showed y'all why he's Ill fucking Will tonight. If you forgot, he showed you. Jada Nightwing showed y'all why he's a top 5 pin in battle rap, and he's not number 5. You can't tell me 5 people with better pins, just the pin, and delivery than Jada Nightwing in battle rap. You can't tell me 5 niggas that got a better pin and delivery than Jada. He was so poised and calm for his first 2 rounds, and it was still a debatable battle at that time. He wasn't even rapping like aggressive and like trying to like snap sweat. There wasn't none of that. He was calm and poised and very chill while giving out haymakers. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Ill Will. I'll be dead in all you niggas' houses. I'm a smoke detector? I'll be dead in all you niggas' houses. I'm a smoke detector. I ain't gonna tell you how many niggas got a dead smoke detector in their house, but if you know, you know. So I'm gonna tell you, if you know, you know. All right? Now, I don't know who y'all had in the first. I personally had Jada Nightwing. Okay? Jay said, sheer drive and willpower can only take you so far. Sheer drive And will power can only take you so far. It's a different kind of talk, and he's a mechanic. He's a mechanic, all right? He had a "Do You Believe" bar, I forgot, but it was like a whole Will by his collar while he halfway hanging on, about to die. And ARP voice, "Do you believe?" Crazy. You know what I'm saying? He said, this nigga Jay tonight when he told Ill Will his Pontiac won't make it to his Pontiac won't make it to Flint before jamming up twice. He was talking about how he would fuck up Ill Will's car and like mechanic it all wrong to where it's all fucked up. So when you try to flip a Pontiac, you're gonna break down twice. Hey dog, diabolical. You know what I'm saying? Man, close round, but I had Jay 1-0. I love this battle so much, dog. I tweeted, I fucking love this battle already. We wasn't even to the second and third rounds, dog. I'm going through my tweets as I talk to y'all, right? I'm going through my tweets. This nigga, Ill Will, said, your organs failed in front of a doctor and worked perfectly in front of the preacher. Your organs failed in front of a doctor, but worked perfectly in front of the preacher? They weren't working in front of the preacher, which is how he wanted them to work. But they failed in front of a doctor who was working on them? That is fire, dog. Ill Will was wigging. And he had to. At the same time, he was enjoying what Jada Nightwing was saying to him. Jada Nightwing was wigging and Ill Will was laughing and going through it like this nigga tripping. Jada Nightwing was too, but Ill Will was really enjoying what Jada Nightwing was saying. He was enjoying the battle at the same time wigging, dog. Like, this battle was so fucking fire. Let me tell you something else Jada Nightwing said. Bad news is I'm not the hitman that'll leave you alone. Nigga, what? The organ playing the death song. Fire, Ryan. That too. Fire. Hey, look. The bad news is I'm not the hitman that'll leave you alone. Now, do you know Bad News got caught right now with the snitching allegation? We know about that, right? Bad News was part of Bags and Bodies. And now Hitman not fucking with him because he's snitching. Bad news is I'm not the hitman that'll leave you alone. Means I'm going to still keep killing you till you dead. Nigga, what? Come on, dog. You can't tell me that's not fire. Bad news is I'm not the hitman. Come on. All right, anyway. Keep going. Keep going. Ill Will. Coke so white and looked at meth like, you skating on thin ice, buddy? No! If I tell you Jada Nightwing clowned his Coke so white little scheme and Ill Will still bounced back with a fire one, you wouldn't even believe me. Jada Nightwing clowned his Coke so white scheme. He clowned it. And Ill Will still came with a fire one to debunk that and kick it out the... Coke so white and told meth you skating on thin ice. Meth is ice. It's very thin. Jada Nightwing told Ill Will, Coke so white it's going to shoot Jay. Coke so white, all they do is shoot Jay. Because, you know, the white players in the NBA, all they do is really shoot Jays. He used that, and Ill Will still came with a Coke so white bar that hit. This battle was fucking amazing, man. Hey, look. This battle so far was giving me the chills, though. I got the chills from this battle, but we're going to keep going. I wouldn't be scared of the Mad King if I was Stephen A. No! That was it! Haymaker! Overhand! Wow! Nigga, what? Hold on. Do y'all remember when motherfucking LeBron James walked up on Stephen A at the game and everybody talking about how LeBron confronted him? Nigga, wait. I wouldn't be scared of the Mad King if I was Stephen A? Oh my God. I can't. That shit is mind-boggling, dog. And LeBron was so mad. He was a mad king that night. He was a mad king that night. I wouldn't be scared of the mad king. I would have never thought about that, dog. That's what it made. Bars that I would never thought about is what fucking mind boggles me. Nigga, that shit is wild. I wouldn't be scared of the Mad King if I was Stephen A. is fucking haymaker, dog. Like, this nigga calls himself the Mad King. All right, dog. That shit right there is okay. I don't really care what nobody say, dog. Like, you can't tell me I gotta pick a winner in this battle. You can't tell me. Because the first 2 rounds, you gotta debate the shit out of them motherfuckers. All the way through. If y'all want to give Ill Will the third, got you. You're not gonna just automatically say Ill Will got the first and the second. You're not. You're gonna have to break that shit down all the way, dog. Like, I don't want to call a winner. I don't want that to be a narrative in my head. I want to know. I want to watch that battle every time, just how I watch it tonight, and say, I just want to watch this battle because it's so fire. Ain't no winner to me. Everybody who watched that battle tonight won. Y'all getting this recap right now, y'all halfway winning, but you really want to go see that battle. You're not going to find a better battle on the whole Apollo card than Jada Nightwing versus Ill Will. And we had Pass versus Eunice, which was fucking crazy. We had Chef Chaz versus Lou Castro, which was fucking crazy. We had battles that was fire. None of them motherfuckers match up with Jada Nightwing versus Ill Will. Not one of them. Not one of them. When I tell you a battle that lived up to its exact name, its exact hype, its exact everything, that's Jada Nightwing versus Ill Will. That's a battle that when that drop on YouTube, it should automatically be at 1 million fucking views, dog. Like, out the gate. I'm talking about Kendrick quick. You know how Kendrick Luther was at 1 million views in a couple hours? That's how these battles should be for battle rap. That's how they would know, like, God damn, it's going down over here. It should be 1 million. It's 1 million motherfuckers that watch battle rap, ain't it? All y'all should be jumping on this battle as soon as they drop and watching to make sure they hit 1 million out the gate and more. They deserve it for that battle. That battle deserves 1 million views out the gate, dog. Out the gate, man. All right. We're gonna break down a couple more of these battles, man. Let's see what else we got to talk about. We here. All right. I'm gonna go to these. Let's go to these battles. Hansel versus Ace, didn't go down, man. Ryan Hiller, I appreciate you, my dog. Hey, appreciate you, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's appreciated. It don't happen all the time. Shout out Ryan Hiller for donating to the channel. You know what I'm saying? That's fire. Fire, much appreciated. Hey, Hansel versus Ace, didn't go down, and Hansel was very upset. Not very, but he was hot. You can tell he really wanted to rap, and it didn't happen. And I'm upset for him because I know he really wanted to. I know he was going to show out for this battle. I even heard that somebody said the material that Hansel has, they didn't see him losing. Maybe Ace was smart, all right? Clone versus Elijah Straight. I had that battle as I had Elijah Straight winning. I think it was like you could debate one of the rounds, but I had Elijah Straight kind of like gentleman's 30. You know what I'm saying? Like, Elijah was punching. You want some Elijah bars? I'll give y'all some Elijah bars too, nigga. I got them. Don't think I don't got them. Hold on. I got some Elijah bars too, nigga. Hold on. Hold on. Let me go down the line, dog. You think I ain't got them? You think I ain't got them? I got all the bars. I got to pass them all the bars I put for Jada Nightwing, DAYLYT. I got to pass all them motherfuckers. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Okay, hold on. Let's go through some Sheed bars right quick. Okay, look. Oh, my God. Okay, look. I got more pull than a dog walker. Sheed happens. Beat XL all 3 rounds. You can debate the third. Sheed happens to win that battle 2-1 extra clear. XL's fired, nothing against them, but I feel like this nigga Sheed went to work. I got more pull than a dog walker. Fire. Look, she said, Rapunzel, you're a constant letdown. A lot of people didn't catch that. Some people didn't even like it. I like that. Rapunzel, the girl with the long hair, you're a constant letdown. Crazy. I like it. She told this nigga XL, listen to this bar. She told this nigga XL, your career is J2. A straight failure? No, dog, we not fucking doing this. We not. We are not doing this, dog. We not acting like this is some of the best material in the fucking world right now, man. Your career is J2, a straight failure? Because a straight guy failure is what J2. Sheed happens, lost his fucking mind this battle, dog. She was up 2-0 going into the third. I'm just telling you that now. XL had a bar saying Jason Voorhees, shit turned to whispers when I'm around. Fire. Jason Voorhees, fire. You know what I'm saying? XL, best round was his third, but I feel like she walked that down too. She walked that down too, in my opinion, man. I'm just saying. All right. Then we had Danny versus Quest. Should have said Dallas Cowboys instead of Rapunzel. Hey, Duran, that's fucked up. Hey, Duran, that's fucked up, dog. Damn. That's fucked up. All right. That is fucked up. But I ain't gonna say nothing. I ain't gonna say nothing. Hold on, let's get to this. Okay, let's get to this Danny versus Quest. Hey, Duran, you an asshole, man. But I'll fuck with you though. Hey, so Danny versus Quest goes down. Danny goes first. Danny wigs out. All right. Danny said, you was acting invincible till you ran into a conquest. Invincible? Conquest? You was acting invincible till you came into a conquest? Nigga, what? Wigged on him. I had Danny 1-0 up early. Danny said, even in the alphabet, Q sit between no PR. Now, PR is like that public, the promo, right? He was talking about how Quest has no promo with his battles. He doesn't really promo. He doesn't push his brand like that. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't really market himself like he should. That's what he said. Even in the alphabet, Q, public relations. Even in the alphabet, Q sit between no PR, the NOPQR. All right, dog. Danny went out. All right, dog. All right. Look. Quest said some fire. Danny said some fire. Even in Mortal Kombat, the fatality is disabled in Quest mode. Even in Mortal Kombat, the fatality is disabled in Quest mode. He's trying to say this nigga can't kill nothing. You're not about that life. You're not going to kill shit. Even in Mortal Kombat, the fatality is disabled in the Quest mode. The Quest mode is like the game mode. Y'all ain't going to act like y'all don't know the fuck we talking about. Mortal Kombat? You niggas don't know about the Mortal Kombat? Young mother. Look. I had Danny 3-0. I had Danny all 3 rounds. Now, Quest had some shit. I just don't feel like it was enough for what Danny had. And I expected more from Quest in that battle because his third round was like kind of pointing at Danny being a father type shit. And it was like, cool. He had some 12K Rex bars and cool, but it just wasn't like Danny had new material, fresh shit. Danny wasn't poking on no angles. He was just rapping. And that's what I wanted out of him. I wanted a dog fight, but it was a cool fight, but I don't think it was a dog fight because I had Danny, only round I had close, I think was the first round. But to me, Quest got hands put on in the night. All right. Then we had Elijah Straight versus, oh my God. Okay, Elijah Straight versus Clone. This right here, we're going to hear these bars. Got nothing on, nigga. I probably shot somebody you know. Sold your homies dope. Robbed your favorite uncle. Stuffed dick down one of your auntie's throats. Hey! Something like that. Coming soon, dog. He said they got nothing on. Nigga, I probably shot somebody you know. This is something I said versus my battle that's coming out versus TR4. They got nothing on. He said the bars I'm saying got nothing on. Nigga, I probably shot somebody you know. Sold your homies dope. These are all facts. Robbed your favorite uncle. Stuffed dick down one of your auntie's throats. Now you see how you got that one and I got multiple stories? Nigga, it's levels. See, I had told him because he only had a... All right, we ain't gonna break down my battle right now. Shout out to my nigga, something like that. We ain't gonna get in there right now, dog. We're gonna break that down when it drop. Elijah Straight versus Clone. These some Elijah Straight bars. Elijah Straight, to me, every battle, I'm becoming more of a fan of Elijah Straight. I'm gonna tell you all that. This nigga punches at a high rate, high level. Call him NITTY all you want, but this nigga's fire. He said, so I got all the time in the world like the stock exchange. First of all, I don't know if you niggas do stocks and bonds and shit, but the whole world runs on that type of time. Everybody in the world runs on the stock time. I got all the time in the world like a stock exchange. It's fucking crazy, dog. Hold on. It's up and it's stuck like a piñata, and I can beat you with my eyes closed. It's up and stuck like a piñata with the candy, and I can beat you with my eyes closed. Wiggin. All right? Elijah Straight bar. I found what works for me like a slave catcher. No! The fuck are we talking about? What are we talking about? What are we talking about here? I found what works for me like a slave catcher? Through something. I don't care. I found what works for me like a slave catcher is fucking insane, dog. Y'all can't tell me that shit ain't crazy. Damn. Dog, hell no. That shit. I found what works for me like a slave catcher. All right, dog. Look, hold on. Clone had a rebuttal that was fire. And then Clone said, I tell him the same thing that the doc told Snake Eyes. You'll never see me straight. You'll never see straight again. I'll tell you like the doctor told Snake Eye. He told his people, like once Elijah Straight disappeared, I'll tell your people like the doctor told Snake Eyes, you'll never see straight again. I like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I rock with that, all right? But I had Elijah Straight 1-0 clear. Then Elijah said this, I'm being pretty straightforward. Like Angel Reese, I'm being pretty straightforward. Like Angel Reese, the pretty straightforward. She's a straightforward, not straight like, well, she's straight because she like guys. She's pretty, and she's a forward. I'm being pretty straightforward like Angel Reese. Come on, dog. Come on. Look. I said this. I'm not going to lie. I'm becoming a bigger fan of Elijah Straight by the battle. Facts. All right? All right. Now, look. I expected more from this battle, but I got Elijah Straight 3-0. Clone was cool. Best round was his third. I expected a little bit more, but Elijah Straight wigged out. All right? I got him winning that battle. Next battle. Now, this battle is important for me to break down and say some bars in because when I gave my predictions of this battle, I picked JC to beat Mad Flex 3-0. I said I thought JC would edge every round and get up out of there with like a gentleman's, in my opinion. Mad Flex seen that. He tweeted, he put a comment under my predictions. I posted my prediction link on Twitter. He commented under and said 3-0. You about to get unfollowed for this. I said unfollow. Damn, man. It's just I'm not I'm not you know, it's just my prediction. I think he's gonna win every round. Not personal. He's like, no, it's personal to me because that means you got a perception about me before I even make the battle. I'm like, damn. Like that shit kind of like, you know what I mean? Like it kind of like, I'm like, damn. No, man, Flex. I rock with you, dog. It wasn't like that, but he really he was upset. He was like, man, you somebody that I rock with, like you cool and I fuck with you. And to hear that from somebody I fuck with kind of like fucked up. I'm like, but it's not personal. And I ain't seen Mad Flex in a minute. I haven't. And I've been watching JC, and I was like, it seemed like JC by the time where JC would come out and kind of snap and get a W when he posted on this kind of stage. That's what I was going off of. Recent transactions, how we move. But the fact that he was like wigging on me, I'm like, all right, my bad, Flex. I'm gonna come on and eat my words. If this battle is different than what I said. Going into the third round, I had it motherfucking 1-1, which I already lost my prediction right there because I had JC 3-0. I tweeted my prediction already fucked up. I had it's 1-1 going into the third. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the battle, I tweeted and said, Mad Flex, my bad, I eat all my words. I got Mad Flex second and third. I'll never bet against Mad Flex again. I said that. And I meant it. All right? Just so you know, Flex won second and third in the battle. Mad Flex beat JC today, second and third. All right? And I had JC in the first. Let's get to these bars. Mad Flex. Let's see where we at. Okay, here we go. I said I can stomp JC out, but that's just my initial impression. I said I can stomp JC out. That's just my initial impression. Your initial impression is when you stomp, and your impression is in the ground. Mad Flex was rapping, all right? He started out rapping. He said, I'll start swinging until he turns into a nobody. My mind is playing tricks on me. A lot of niggas didn't catch this because a lot of motherfuckers don't know who the Ghetto Boys are, who are from Houston, where they was at. You remember the song, My Mind is Playing Tricks on Me? Do you remember the verse when he said, I was swinging at the ground? I'm swinging at my knuckles all bloody, swinging at the concrete. Because he thought he was beating on somebody, but he was beating the concrete, right? Nigga, I can't. Hold on. I'll start swinging until he turns into a nobody. My mind is playing tricks on me. That was fire. Because the nigga in his mind thought he was hitting somebody, he was hitting the ground, and that's the nigga wasn't here. He wake up and realize I'm punching on the ground. Nigga, what? That was fire. Mad Flex rapping, all right? JC goes, this nigga has a fire bar. The periodic table don't account for the element of surprise? Nigga. The periodic table, which gives you all the elements, doesn't account for the element of surprise? I was going crazy all night, y'all. I was going crazy all night watching these battles, these bars. That's a fire-ass bar, dog. Because the table doesn't, the periodic table don't account for the element of surprise. And it's an element. All I'm saying. Okay. Also, I had JC first and Mad Flex second going to the third. Flex is cooking in his third. And I said, I'll never pick his Mad Flex again. Flex went crazy in the third. JC was cool. I had Mad Flex winning that battle. And Duran, salute. Hey, I eat my words. I was hella wrong. I was all the way off. My bad, Mr. Mad Flex. I was all the way off. You did what the fuck you said you was gonna do. You made your point, and I'm not betting against you no more. You probably still gonna unfollow me. I don't know, whatever. But nigga, I ate my words. All right? That's all I can do. I made a prediction. I was wrong. It happens. Wasn't like it was personal, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with you, Mad Flex. I just made a prediction based on recent transactions, and it was off. My bad. Salute to you. You are a fucking winner. I'm not betting against you no more. I'm not. All right? So, after this, We had official versus Chirac. I had official all 3 rounds. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't get a chance to watch the whole battle, but I watched like the first and second, and then I ran to the store, so I needed something from the store throughout the third. You know what I'm saying? And because I had official up 2-0, I'm like, she won this battle. Hit the store right quick and get back so I can make sure I don't miss the next battle because they jumping in them back to back. You get what I'm saying? So I didn't get all the bars from Chirac and on the battle. I did hear Chirac bar, her the official bar that was crazy. The last bar official said, I forgot, she said something. Fuck, I forgot it. She had a fire battle to end it though. Chirac had one too about the nigga, her brother went to jail when there was an iPhone 8 out. That's the last time he touched home. You know the iPhone 8 when you touch home? That was crazy. Chirac went crazy. And then, I'm trying to think of this official bar at the end, dog. She had a couple bars about the rack. Oh, it was just official 3-0. Leave that official alone. We're going to put it like that, all right? Takeover Battle League lived up to his name at a high level by having this type of event with DAYLYT and RUM NITTY at the end and announcing HITMAN Holla vs. MURDA MOOK during the event. Nigga, what? Is Takeover Battle League living up to the name Takeover? Yes, they are at a high level because I think they got a plan. They not called Takeover for no reason. They finna try to take over, and I think that's what they doing. You get JC the first, mainly why though? JC versus Mad Flex. I think JC just had a stronger round in my opinion. I think he was a little more consistent and less dry spots. I think JC had less dry spots and a little more consistency. And it seemed like he was kind of a little more floating through. And it's like Mad Flex fought a little bit to get the crowd like he wanted it. I don't think he snatched it like he should out the gate. You know what I'm saying? I think he kind of like fought to get it. And I think JC kind of like floated through a little bit easier and said a little bit more. Take the first. You can edge that round. You can debate it. But I think I had JC winning that round. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I went with that. But yeah, Takeover Battle League, been a league for like 8 years. Well, they're taking over right now. They waited to the right time when ARP retired and Smack only doing app battles. You know what I'm saying? They took the perfect time to take over. Because right now they're taking over. I'll be right there, baby. Let's see. Okay, my next battle was we did Ill Will with Jada Nightwing. We did that already. We did Real Sick. Okay. So yeah, we did the main event. Okay, so Chilla versus A-Verb. I had Chilla, man. I had Chilla winning all 3 rounds. Kind of clear. A-Verb was cool, but you know, not gonna lie, it just wasn't, you know, it wasn't all that to where it's like you beating Chilla. Like Chilla was wigging. I don't know if I got any Chilla bars. I got any Chilla bars? Might not have no Chilla bars, y'all. Yeah, because I was watching that right here with y'all. I watched that right here on the computer before I even got there, man. And Chess versus Swamp, they said that was a good battle. I missed the first 2 rounds of that, said I'm coming to talk to y'all here. I didn't know they did the battle. They dropped Chess and Swamp and A-Verb and Chilla after the main event. And that kind of threw me off. I didn't think he was going to drop something after a RUM NITTY and DAYLYT. I didn't think that was a thing. I didn't think it was going to happen. So it kind of threw me off. I missed a little bit of it. But I'm going to go rewatch Chess vs. Swamp. We'll talk about it tomorrow. Shout out John Doe. And I'll watch A-Verb vs. Chilla again, but I don't feel like I need to watch that again because I had Chilla winning all 3 rounds. But I'll watch Chess vs. Swamp again and make sure I get a proper, you know what I mean, result for that battle. But all in all, shout out to Takeover Battle League, man, for a fire event, dog, all the way through. Day 1 was better than day 2 to me, but day 2 was also fire and lived up to the hype. DAYLYT versus RUM NITTY was a, you know what I'm saying, cool battle except for that second round. And I think Takeover Battle League is here to take over the whole entire battle rap culture, the way they moving. You got Bags and Bodies, and you got Top Busy with Straight Drop. I just think the battle rappers are taking over, man. They're about to take over the whole little movement of battle rap. It's a new day and time. Motherfuckers independent. They learning just like how hip hop changed, and a lot of motherfuckers went independent with their shit. It's the same thing with battle rap, dog. I think battle rap is taking over, and they're gonna. I think the battle rappers are gonna flourish and rock with what the battle rappers are doing. I think the culture is gonna rock with what the battle rappers are doing, and they're gonna support and make it to where the battle rappers take over. I think they might be having a little more fun doing it. Seem like we only had 2 backouts and one because of the foot. I don't know why they say I mean. Like it just seems like battle rappers are more rocking with battle rappers than they are with leagues when it comes to shit. You still got URL doing they do what they do, the app and all that, but the battle rappers are taking over, dog. And it's a good thing. Nothing against URL, nothing against RBE, none of the leagues. But they're taking their own fate to their own hands, which is what you want to see. They're making longevity out of what they're doing. They don't get paid for years off these battles. They don't get royalties for years off these battles. So they got to find a way to, retire and do shit. And that's what they're doing. I feel like that's the best thing that can happen to battle rap. Because before this, it was a lot of complaining and a lot of this and that. People bouncing around, not knowing where to go. Now you got Calico and all these niggas with their own leagues. Mook starting his own shows. Battle rap is being taken over by the battlers who create the content. There's nothing wrong with that. To me, that's fire and what battle rap, needs at the moment. So, exactly, Ryan. They cut out the middleman. That's what they did. All right, man, look. We can talk about this some more tomorrow. I gave y'all an hour and 30 minutes. It's 11:19. My wife looking at me crazy like, nigga, what the fuck is you doing? Why are you not in here with me and you ain't on this computer talking about battle rap at 11:19 at night? Nigga, you... Almost told y'all some shit. You know how I go. So I'm going to get up out of here because happy wife, happy life, right? You know what I'm saying? She let me watch the event all day and make the recap. She let me do all that. Salute to her, my queen. I thank you, baby. Thank you, baby. But I'm going to get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate every single one of y'all, man. Like the video on your way out. Share the broadcast. Talk y'all shit, man. We be right back at it tomorrow. We're going to talk about this event for a minute. We're going to talk about a few more battles more. It's all going down. We just getting started with this event, man. So salute to everybody rocking with their boy. Like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel here. You heard me. And guess what? We had a lot of niggas tonight that didn't jersey. I don't think nobody really officially just jerseyed. Even DAYLYT got it back. Salute to y'all, man. Shout out Takeover Battle League.